I'm Angela Bassett, Director of Whitney. The span of our movie takes place with Whitney and Bobby intersecting with them meeting in 1989 at the 3rd Annual Soul Train Awards. Their relationship and their friendship and their eventual love affair and marriage was about 3 years later. So we carry it out for about 5 years in total. We all, with this story, know some of how it ended. You know, the worst part, our loss. Okay, but this is, we're not interested, I am not interested. I am not interested in adding anything that would detract from her. She was beautiful and noble and deeply faithful, sensitive, creative human being who loved and was loyal. And that's what I'm interested in telling. And interested in having our audience come away understanding about her and about themselves. Okay. Well, you know what's interesting about this movie in terms of the look of it, this really is a period piece. You know, so we'll see some of the, the diva, the costumes, the stage regalia and costumes that she wore, and of course all that fabulous hair, you know, and she really went through transformations. And a performer, a woman, does that anyway. We change, we love to change. And we are also, in terms of the costume, Mona May was our costumer. We'll see, you know, Whitney at home. I mean, she really was a down-home, regular girl. She wore jeans and overalls and head wraps and you know, sweatsuits. And, you know, we remember what she wore when she sang the national anthem, at the Super Bowl. You know, it wasn't glam and sparkly. I mean, there she was in her, in her tracksuit. So there were various sides of her, and I hope that, and of course in this movie, you'll see that. You'll see the home Whitney, you'll see the glam Whitney, you'll see the mother, the friend, the lover, the wife. Yeah, you'll see it all within a 5-year period of her life. I think that having portrayed a famous icon, in the image of Tina Turner, and now to have the opportunity to direct our actress Yaya DaCosta in the role of yet another icon of Whitney Houston is, as you can imagine, a tremendous responsibility. I know I felt that personally while going through that journey, so I connect, I understand completely what she must be going through. And what was so monumentally helpful to me was the support and the love and the faith that that Tina had in me. So I'm trying to bring all of that to bear for Yaya and for Arlen as well, who portrays Bobby, because they're beloved, they're understood, they're misunderstood, and you just, as an actor, you just want to honor. You want to honor their humanity. At times you are a little self-conscious because you know you are not that person. You don't want to be a caricature of that person. You know there's going to be a lot of, scrutiny in your portrayal, but some of that you have to just leave that at the door, allow that to live wherever it lives, and you have to be in the moment, present, and bringing all of your talent, all of your experience, all of your love, all of your understanding to this point, to the day and to the moment that's before you. I've always been, for a while, I've been intrigued with the idea of directing. And when this opportunity came into my hands, excited about it. I was frightened by it. But as they say, courage is not the absence of fear, but it's fear and stepping in and going forward anyway. And that's what I felt when this came to me. Having wanted to direct in the past, and I think being on a set time and time again, I understand the tremendous responsibility and the weight that's on the director's shoulders. So for me, it had to be a story that I would not mind one bit having sleepless nights over, getting no rest, getting very little sleep, that just invigorated me and gave me strength every day. And that's what Whitney does. I mean, I'm so full with the story of her and with the love of her and with and feel so protective of her and Bobby's story. And I just pray and I hope and I fight every day to get it as right, as right as we can. The confidence to step out of my comfort zone and step into the, the role of director, I think it's probably been coming a little bit over time, maybe in not a very direct way, like, I want to do this, but, hedging, getting close to it, thinking about it, considering it, attempting to do it, being asked to do it, thinking about it, but then going back to acting. Oh, I got a role, sorry, can't do this episode now. Or reading a script, being asked and not connecting with the script, because I know it takes time and effort and all of you. And actually, I have a good friend who when I go, oh, there's so much I don't know, or it's realizing that I don't know, but it's such a collaborative process. So the DP, when Anastas came aboard, when he came to the first meeting, I just put my arms out and I fell backwards. You know that thing, I trust you, you just close your eyes and fall. And it was like, that's how I depend on you. And that's what everyone with their expertise and their experience, and not being afraid to say, no, I don't know this. Okay, what is that? I know, I know a lot from the actor's point of view and for years of experience. And as a friend of mine said, you've done 54 movies. You know how to do this. Don't forget that. Right. You just put that in. It was like, oh yeah. So it's not complete Chinese mathematics. I know a little bit of math. Some of the things that I've learned from other directors that I've worked with, from Catherine Bigelow, I've learned to completely love and respect what the actor brings and to show it, to let them see how much I love and respect them. The same from Forrest Whitaker, to just to be gentle with the process. I've learned from other directors in terms of I don't want to scream. I don't want to be a screamer. I don't want to, of course, some things get lost in translation. And I think I grew as a person in that some things you just can't control. Just be calm and it will all work itself out. Or you'll come up with a plan B that is, can you imagine, a better idea than your plan A. So I've learned a couple of things along the way. I hope with this story that audiences will come away understanding the woman a little bit more. We tend to place people on pedestals, and certainly she was on the highest that we built. And she fell the furthest, and she paid the dearest, and we've lost, an incredible artist and human being, So I hope that we will come away with more compassion when we place our perceptions on others and our ideals, and also and also connect with her humanity. See how we We're not very much different. We all want to give our best. We all want our children to do their best, to become their best, to stand in their light and their truth and their strength and their brilliance and their talent and their gifts. And we want no harm or danger to come against them. But in the innocence of youth, you know, it's all about the choices that we make. And each of us has to make choices. And we're not every day under such hot scrutiny as she and Bobby were, just because they chose to love one another. My favorite Whitney song? Well, I have to say I'm Every Woman, because it's such, you know, it's so fun and such, you know, it's female empowerment. We can do anything we put our mind and our heart to.